So there is a lot of speculation on the takeover, and a couple of names have come out. Hello and welcome to this video. You could like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit our notification bell to let you know when videos go live. So I'm just gonna preface this before we start talking about these names. These are all speculation, and some of them are stuff that have been said to journalists. Now, here's my thing. If they are dealing with a company that is doing the takeover and NDAs have been signed, I find it very interesting that certain things would have come out, because NDAs are non-disclosures. If you break them, you can get highly in trouble for it. So let's start with the first person who Rob Statton said yesterday. Francisco Jordason, I think that's how you say it, is heading up consortium pursuing a purchase of Sheffield Wednesday. Things might be moving quickly. This is a name known as the process goes on. Now, this person, I do not think would pass the fit and proper person test. He tried to acquire Italian and Spanish football clubs in the past in 2023 and 2024. Both efforts failed due to financial issues, partaking under bank transfers. In 2024, it was announced that he had acquired a share in Turis Calao. But in 2024, it emerged that the payment of $350,000 due in January the 30th, 2020, would not honoured. So it didn't happen. The deal eventually collapsed over unpaid installments. I personally don't think this person would get through any of the checks, because everything there said to me he is struggling financially to get any of his stuff done. So for me, that's one of the names that I think, as much as it's interesting to see that name pop up yesterday, I don't know if he will pass the fit and proper person test. Now, the other name is someone who is associated with the Houston Rockets in America, Tillman Patelli. Now, he is a U.S. States ambassador to Italy and San Marino. He's got a lot of things he owns himself. Land drying, and like I said, he owns the Houston Rockets. Now, this one got brought up a little bit because Josh Windass was following his daughter. People were trying to put two and two together. Now, this one hasn't been someone who's been in turn linked by a journalist or anything. This is just some people who are looking at who might be in the know. Again, speculation at best, saying that he's someone who could be in the running for. Now, I have seen a couple of his interviews he's done about paying people and stuff like that. Ideally, he's one I would want. Personally, he's one I would want. Personally, for me, I think he will run things right. He put the right people in charge. He will make sure everything ran properly. Now, here's the thing. That you've got to remember, anything that happens and any names that come out, it's NDA'd. Everything is NDA'd. So I will be interested to see what happens. He's got a bunch of casinos in Las Vegas, Mississippi, Atlantic City, New Jersey. He's very big in terms of knowing Donald Trump and all that kind of stuff. He's very big into like the political side of things, which is interesting there. One that we already know about is John Texter. He did his interview on Total Sport. He spoke about how he got his eye on the championship club. He spoke about Sheffield Wednesday. We already know about John Texter. John Texter's been in there and done. Now, the thing is, All three of these are names that have come out into the open. One, not so much with journalists. One, the other two, very much in the journalistic areas. So, right now, anything to do with Wednesday in the Takeover, until we get a, hey, this is confirmed and it's with the EFL, it's speculation and people being told bits and pieces. Now, again, the one that Rob Statton said yesterday, I would not want to be anywhere near Sheffield Wednesday Football Club. He just sounds like he doesn't have the funds on all the times he tried to buy a football club, which is not what you want to hear. We already have a situation where someone hasn't been able to pay things, haven't been able to pay bills. So, for me, that one's already a no-go in the sense of trying to get that done. Also, on another note as well, Sheffield Wednesday's North Stand situation. We will be meeting Sheffield City Council on July 18th, so next Friday, to see where everything has gone and to get a progress report and to see if everything's in line to get that safety certificate. Remember, anything at the moment, it can be speculation and it's going to be like it for a while. Normally, we speculate about players. We speculate about who's coming in and out. We haven't got that this year. We know that. We'll have to see what happens next with the ownership. But don't lose your minds on it. Like, generally, don't lose your mind on it. Don't go too quickly on everything, immediately going for it as well. Because you got to remember, what Rob said yesterday was, per sources, understanding agreement had been reached with at least one protected buyer for Wednesday. Documents were out for signing yesterday. At least one buyer has signed theirs. This doesn't mean a deal is done, but the process is moving. Someone's obviously also come in and said, here's a bunch of money to pay people. There's a lot of, again, rumour and speculation that people are going to get paid by next Wednesday. We'll see. Just remember, until it's done, we won't know much of anything. There'll be reports of there's a potentially this person's interested, that person's interested. But once you start going through the proper procedure to try and buy a club, it gets NDA'd and nobody says too much because they're legally not allowed to. They can get in some big financial trouble. They can get sued, blah, 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 blah. Nobody wants that. So take everything with a big pinch of salt and we will see what happens next. But you got to remember, like yesterday, I think it was yesterday, Nico did something. And again, it's Nico. Take it with a big pinch of salt. Big pinch of salt. So we'll see. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the sunshine. Don't be in it for too long because it's going to be a hot one today. If you can, drink lots of liquids. I will beat you into the next one. We may do a live tonight if I can get this place to cool down. We haven't done one in about 2 weeks and I'd like to do one. So let's see what happens. Just remember, take things with a pinch of salt and we'll see what happens with all the takeover speculation.